continue Fate Extra. Going into
目
week
的の
2.
ない旅。海図を忘れた後悔。君の漂流の果てにあるのは、迷った末の無残な餓死だ。
Arousal. Border Alliance.
生に執着し、魚を口にし、星の巡りを覚え、名も知らぬ陸地を目指すのならば、あるいは、誰
Yes,
しもは、
eat
はじめ
fish.
は未熟な航海者に過ぎない。骨子のない思想では、聖杯には届かない。
Week 2. Combatants remaining, cut in half, down to 64. Nintendo 64. I feel ripped apart at the core. There's Shinji's death. There's what Rin said. Rin's right. I know it's logical, but emotionally I can't deal with it. Unable to let it pass unnoticed, my servant talks to me. Huh? Who cares about stuff like that? Needing a purpose to be strong? Needing resolve to be legitimate? That all sounds like lies to me. You didn't need to know anything about yourself to allow me to be of use to you. You can just go on instinct, even with the big stuff like ideals. That's what you've done so far. That's why you're a fighter, like him. You're the kind of person who's never crushed under the weight of responsibility. So please, don't say things like that. You'll die if you lose. You can't disappear, Master. Alright, I'll keep doing my best, even if I don't know why just yet. After all, I've won once, and I need to keep on winning. Just never stop winning, forehead. Right as I leave the classroom, I hear an electronic noise from my portable terminal. The next combatants will be announced on the second floor bulletin board. Yay. I should hurry to the second floor bulletin board. Who could my possible opponent be? Is it Rin? Is it Ronnie? Is it someone we've never met before? Is it Taiga? Oh shit, what if it's Taiga? You didn't miss anything, Sagas. We just started. Just as before, my name is listed next to another on a sheet on the bulletin board. My name is listed first, and then... Master, Dan Blackmore. Battleground, the second Chimeric Lunar Sea. There he is. I swear to God, they made this guy look way too much like Zelrich. I get them confused all the time. So you're the one who will be my next opponent. An elderly gentleman is standing next to me. His hair is pure white and his face weathered with the marks of aging. But though he's clearly aged, he doesn't seem the least bit frail. If I had to describe the way he wore his years, I'd say it was like a tree's rings. His scars have become a solid core and tough bark. It's impossible to see his age as a weakness. You're green. Whatever you may think, you lack experience. That you have let your opponents appear and shake your resolve is proof enough of inexperience. And your eyes, they're lost. You are beyond hopeless. Entering the battlefield in that state will prove disastrous. No, he is not the one on the Kaleidoscope Sea. I know he looks exactly like him, guys. I know. I get them confused all the time. No, he's on that 4-star CE, A Knight's Pride. You know, the one that's useless and nobody likes?
Master, don't let what that grumpy old codger said bother you. Because whatever you chose to do is absolutely, positively right, Master. You're never gonna lose. You're never lost. Jeez, doesn't he know that old soldiers ought to get kicked off their horse and left behind? Or wait, is that the saying?
She's speaking lightly. I guess she doesn't feel as overwhelmed as I do. Yes, he is the crit damage up and defense down demerit guy. That's the one. Not only is he skilled, but he's courageous and insightful. His words shot clean through my ego. Can I win against this man? But if I am to lose, then I'll be the one facing death. Don't worry, we're fine, Hakuno. Just vibe with the fact that you're gonna win forever. After my opponent is revealed, I recall something. I think of the girl who gave me advice when I didn't know left from right. Rin Tosaka. Maybe she's on the rooftop again. I should check later to see if she's there. Yes, I too want excuses to go look at Rin. What better excuse to look at Rin than now, when the game literally tells me to go look at her? Hello.
I heard about your opponent in the second round. He's a decorated soldier, although I believe he's retired now. He's a sniper from a kingdom that's allied, whether they want it or not, with the Harway plutocracy. Things like crawling over a mile or sniping an enemy commander are par for the course for him. You get it? He's of a completely different caliber than your first round opponent.
You mean he's competent?
Jeez, you really are pathetic. Your memories haven't returned and you're weak on top of it. I don't want to preach, but without memories, without your reason to fight, you're just dead in the water.
The ratio of put down to advice is kind of wonky there. I do get that Rin says I have a handicap. The Holy Grail is won by individual motivation. To lack the core of that motivation is a problem.
Only soldiers fight solely out of obligation. For the rest of us, we need to keep our eyes on the prize. You're not a strong-willed person or a soldier. By now you should know that that's a weakness. Even if you've got the strongest noble phantasm out there, he'll still make quick work of you. What's that confused look for? I'm talking about noble phantasms. Don't tell me you don't know. It's like King Arthur's Excalibur. A noble phantasm is a power that makes your servant a servant.
Well, I mean, there's also the fact that physically they are infinitely more powerful than a human most of the time, but still. You didn't miss much. You didn't miss much at all. Noble phantasm. It makes my servant a servant. I do believe my questions render Rin Tosaka speechless.
You don't have a noble phantasm? That would mean you aren't making full use of your servant's powers, and yet you still defeated Eldrake? And here I thought you relied on a really potent noble phantasm to defeat her. I might have to rethink my opinion of you. But more and more, I'm getting the feeling that something is very off about you. I mean, your memories didn't return after prelims, and you can't use your noble phantasm either. You're a troublesome individual, you know that? Maybe a bug damaged your personal data when you exited the prelims. Possibly your magic circuit isn't functioning right. In any case, you have to fix this issue. Meanwhile, you better keep using your servant and updating their alteration of the soul. You may be able to use their noble phantasm if you strengthen your bond with your servant.
The Seraph is supposed to treat all masters equally. If the Seraph sees that you can't use your noble phantasm, it'll take corrective action. Oh, one more thing. Defeating an enemy isn't an invitation to forget that enemy ever existed. It's helpful to know about who you fought, so take the time to look over your matrix. That's the game telling you to read the lore. Read the lore, says the game. Oh my god, are you kidding me? This again? 1 second. Why did it change my control settings again? You there. Be that. And you there, be that. And stay that way, please. For the love of God. Read the lore. Also, yes, this is a Tamamo run. We're getting EX magic. We're gonna become powerful. Master Dan Blackmore. No other information. Alright, cool. Thank you very much for that. Oh shit, can I go in the bathroom? The boys' bathroom. I don't really need to go now. Okay, fine. Can I go to the girls' bathroom? The girls' bathroom. I don't have the guts to walk in. Coward! What's the matter? Did what the brazen girl said worry you? That's right. This smiling girl is a servant. One just as capable of displaying incredible powers. Now that I'm a master, of course I can't avoid my curiosity about this noble phantasm thing. Anytime you want to see my noble phantasm, just ask. It takes the shape of my legendary feats. Using my noble phantasm will expose my identity, so you better not be careless with it. I understand how a great warrior's tactics and tools could telegraph their identity to a wise master. It'll be most advantageous if I wait as long as possible to use this noble phantasm. The computer beeps, which ends the conversation for now. I'll learn Caster's identity in due time. She says I'll know eventually, so I don't think it's right for me to keep questioning. Beep beep. The primary cipher key has been generated. A trial, huh? Right, if I don't acquire both triggers, I won't even be able to enter the battle. Looks like we have a task to do. Let's complete it as quick as we can, Master. It'll be most advantageous if I wait as long as possible to use it, so I'm never going to use it. Alright, let's check the shop. What's new in the shop? Every week there's new stuff. I think sometimes half a week through. Let's see... Yeah, that makes sense that we'd get that. Let's just hold on to a couple of these. We're going to need them in the future. Let's see, we got Shockwave First Strike. Master's MP increased by 30. Field attack stunned the nearby foe. Aromatic Wood. Cures poison, paralysis, and curse. We might want that in the future. For now, we don't need either of those. MP goes into the too good to use club. But what if I need to save it for later? Sakura, I would like a free item, please. Here you go, Hakuno. Healing supplies. I wish you the best of luck this week, too. An ether shard. Thanks, Sakura. Don't worry, you'll get a personality sometime. Alright, let's go see if Tamamo has anything to talk to us about in our room. Looks like no.
私ともあろう者が大切な祝辞を忘れておりました。1回戦突破おめでとう
Yay!
相手は聖杯戦争を遊びと思っていたボンプですが、魔術師としての力量はなかなかのもの。それを下したご主人様はやっぱり私のご主人様としてふさわしいお方です。この調子でガンガン行きましょう。それとせっかく勝ち残ったんですから、倒した相手について悩むのはなしですよ。まだ少ししかお仕えしていませんが、ご主人様の人となりは感じ取れます。あまりお一人で背負い込まないでくださいね。
Thanks for the congrats, Tamamo. Tack, tock, 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 tock. To the arena! I feel a presence near the entrance of the arena and crouch down almost instinctively. It's the old man I had spoken to earlier, Dan, with his servant more than likely to be by his side.
I have just learned the identity of our next opponent. Though young, they did survive the first round. So be on your guard always, and I will not tolerate you acting solely on your gut feelings.
Yeah, I get it. I don't care who our opponent is, my only goal is their death. And anyway, they've already killed once, haven't they? Anyone who made it through the first round is worthy of a little respect. Or is that just me?
Your arrogance will be the death of us. I need you to obey my commands if we are to survive. No more acting on your own like the first round. Winning battles is meaningless if we lose the war. Do you understand me? I will not tolerate your insubordination a second time.
I got it. Jeez, old man, you can be a real pain in the ass sometimes. Oh, look at that girly man. But the skinny ones are usually the most dangerous for some reason. More impressive by far is the master. He's obviously an experienced soldier. That punk from round 1 was a joke. This old warhorse is going to be much more of a challenge.
If it isn't the old no-face May King.
Heads up, Master. Looks like those two already went into the arena ahead of us. We might end up having to fight them. Hope you've been up on your preparation. If there are any loose threads you need to take care of, do so now while you have the time.
I'm good. We should be fine.
Okay then, let's get going. Be careful though, this opponent is going to be a lot tougher than the last.
Into the second chimeric lunar sea, on the first floor. The moment I enter the arena, the very atmosphere sends warning messages screaming throughout my brain. Don't stop. However, I can't bring myself to move. It feels like both of my feet have been nailed to the floor. It's almost as if my body and mind have become disconnected, and fear has taken over my basic instincts. I know that I have to get away as quickly as possible. The longer I stay here, the faster death will come to claim me.
Don't zone out on me now!
What's happening to me is far more serious than zoning out. But oddly enough, that comment seems to free me. The sound of Castor's voice somehow relieves my paralyzing anxiety.
This must be the enemy's noble phantasm. It looks like he just sprayed poison everywhere. Well, if he thinks this will give him an advantage, he's an even bigger idiot than I thought.
Just looking at the always optimistic Castor is enough to put me at ease. However, if this is the result of the enemy's noble phantasm, we still remain at a serious disadvantage.
With this kind of noble phantasm that relies on a static field, The source of the field has to be placed nearby. If we destroy the source of the field, all of this will clear away in a heartbeat. Let's get going, Master. The source of the enemy's poison has to be somewhere around here.
Okay, so, we poisoned. We big poison. Ow. Pain. Pecco. Ow, it hurts. Oh god, it hurts. Let's go. We can't just sit around because poison.
勝つのはご主人様に決まってますけどね。いきますね。
We do not have poison resistance EX. Fight all!
存分に恨んでくださいましね。お相手様、不細
Aha! Unclean wood sighted. Make no mistake, that suspicious tree is the source. If we destroy it, then it's goodbye to the poison. Let's go.
Well, it looks like we have to go to the right to go to the left. Ow. Poison. Ow, poison. Ow, poi. Ow, poi. Ow. Oh, hey, there they are. Ow. I hear the sound of two voices engaged in conversation at the end of the hall, and slowly make my way over. Those voices can only belong to two people that I know of. It has to be Dan and his servant.
There they are, Master. It looks like Gramps is talking about something important.
Alright, chat. Would you like to die? Let's go die. Wait, hold on. Control mapping. I really don't know why it didn't save that before. Alright, let's go die! The enemy doesn't seem to be aware of us, and I have Caster by my side. Only a fool would pass up this opportunity. I catch Caster's attention with a meaningful glance and start forward. Oops.
Master!
Just before my consciousness fades into oblivion, my gaze is drawn to the servant clad in green. Suddenly, a sharp pain runs through me as what feels like a burning rod pierces my back and my vision fades. How did this idiot ever become a master? Did they really think I wouldn't notice them? As my consciousness fades, I only hear the mocking voice of the enemy servant, but I think I hear Caster calling out to me. So yeah, of course he knows. Of course the guy that's good at subterfuge knows when he's being followed. I give Caster a meaningful nod and try to quiet my breathing. I'm going to try and show you guys as many death routes as possible, by the way. Attacking now would be a bad idea, especially since I can probably get a lot of information just by listening.
What is the meaning of this?
What's that? I just put up this little barrier so that you'd win, boss. Why wait until the elimination battle to take them out? If they drop out now, it'll be an easy victory for us.
Who gave you command to do such a deed? Even scavengers, such as vultures that feed upon carrion, have at least a single shred of dignity.
It's obvious by the heat in their voices that they disagree about what strategy they want to follow.
The use of the yew tree is unnecessary for this fight. I thought I forbid you to use it. It seems to me that you lack the most important of traits, pride.
Pride, you say? Sorry, but I just can't see myself seeking something as useless as that. I mean, I'm all for it if that's all we need to win this whole thing. Really, it'd be the best thing in the world if our enemies would just kill themselves in the face of our pride. Sorry, I'm not nearly the man you are. I'm just a pragmatist that'll resort to poison if it'll guarantee a kill.
I see. Violation of trust, ambushes, betrayal. These are the things you rely on in battle.
The servant put up the barrier on his own. It's obvious that there's a disagreement about his actions.
So those two don't get along at all. Their relationship is totally different from ours, Goshujin-sama. I can't deny his resourcefulness, but since the dawn of time, the weak have always hidden behind clever schemes. If the strong were to use poison, it'd almost be like cheating. I can see why Gramps is scolding his servant.
Dan lowers his voice, although it's hard to determine whether he's doing so from scorn or disdain. I will not order you to lower this barrier now. However, should you choose to disobey me again...
After a somewhat petulant reply of,
"Yeah, gotcha," the sense of their presences disappears and I sigh in relief. So there is discord between my enemy and his servant. While the differences in ability between us is great, this might be my key to victory in the second round. Okay, first things first, take care of that tree because being poisoned sucks, but... Ow.
ah, there it is. That's the source of the barrier.
Magic flows from where the tree towers over the arena. There's so much of it that those who are unprepared would drown in poison.
Take this!
Yay! With a single swing of Castor's arm, the tree that generated the barrier vanishes as if it had never existed. The moment the source of the barrier disappears, so does the pressure and pain crushing my body. But this barrier, we need to watch out for his servant. I leave the area to focus. First, I need more information. There we go, that's better. That's better. Time to search the rest of the map. Damn it. There it is. Extra! Nothing back here, huh? Whoops. I want to check what's on the other side. With a little speed up. Just one enemy? That's it? There's nothing? It was nothing all along. Is there any mechanic to punish you for grinding too much all at once? Enemies have scaled experience. So if you grind a bunch, enemies will give less and less XP down to eventually giving nothing, basically. In fact, I think they'll give like 1 XP eventually. Now, that doesn't mean you can't keep grinding if you want to. It's just, it's going to take a very long time.
And it's dead.
はい、お粗末様でした。
Level up! I didn't get any skill points for that level up.
こう中身を見るまでのドキドキ感がたまんないっていうか。参ります。いきますよ。聞いてください。はい、お粗末様でした。なんか楽しくなってきましたね。
Press D switch. Switch on. Hey, look, it's an alligator, crocodile face.
強敵の予感。参ります。バリバリ呪うぞ。それ。
Oh, if you meant like a reaper showing up or anything like that, nah.
ブサイクシールなんかいいですね。こういうの。
Nothing like that.
いきますね。
Alright, this is the tough enemy here. It's worth a lot of XP, though.
いきますね。
Here, let's see how this goes.
彫像の出来上がりです。それ。
Mm-hmm.
ご苦労様。
Mm-hmm. It likes attacks.
やっぱ人の世は儚いものです。
Do I feel cursed now? So cursed. If it gets this far, we'll throw maybe a heal?
いきますよ。炎天よ、走れ。
Yeah, we gotta get that magic pumped.
ご苦労様開始です。感謝です。ご苦労様開始です。存分に恨んでください。
Woo! 186 XP!
と言ったら、やられ役のくせに生意気。
So much XP. Activate the switch? Yeah. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. So these guys are basically optional fights, but they're worth so much XP, they're very worth it. They mostly do attack. So we can kind of just do that, and it's usually we might get hit by like two things.
天罰的面。ご苦労様。
See what I mean? It's all attack except for like one break.
さあ、もっといい声で泣いてもらいましょう。頑張りますね。
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's extra unfortunate.
存分に恨んでくださいましね。お持ちですか、ご主人様。次あのタイプにあったら気をつけましょうね。
Quote unquote optional? Technically, every enemy in here is pretty optional. Whoops. Here you go, Tamamo, have some health. We have to defeat more of the chompy heads.
ご主人様、ファイト。
Chompy heads.
ご主人様、次あのタイプにあったら気をつけましょうね。感謝感謝。でもたまには油揚げとか食べたい。参ります。
Oh, perfect. We know exactly what it's gonna do when we see the break.
ご主人様、次あのタイプにあったら気をつけましょうね。
Here, have more health.
感謝感謝。でもたまには油揚げとか食べたいな。
We've got items for days. We're fine. Hey, look, durable gym clothes. We've already got some of those. Hello, Snake. Snake.
こんなの朝ごはん前です。 頑張りますね。
Yep.
様、ブサイクモデルに用はないと言いますか。こんなの朝参ります。
Ah!
ご主人様、ファイト。
The stun. The poison.
頑張ります。はい。やりました。レベルアップ。
Hey, we got the trigger.
Oh yeah, we found that pesky cipher key. Or is it a trigger?
面倒ごとクリア。
Poison? Listen here, chat. You're about to get poised.
参ります。
Oh, interesting. Oh. A dead end. Another dead end. Boo doo 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 doo.
勝つの行きますね。見ていてください。
Oh,
ご主人様。
that went bad.
頑張りますね。
But this is why MP exists.
次に行きましょう。
Push the button. And hey, there's the exit. But do I really want to exit yet? I don't think so. Let's go kill those crocodile faces again real quick. They ought to be back, right? Right? But one of them is back.
参ります。 頑張ります。
Ow.
ご主人
I
様。
got broken a bunch.
見ていてください。ごちそうさまでした。ブサイクモデルに用は。なんかいいですね。
When in doubt, grind harder. That's right.
行きますね。時間の無駄でしたね。
Especially if the enemies are going to be nice enough to just drop items.
なんかいいですねこういうの
The enemies are like, here, have a healing item. Fight more.
しつこいったらやられ役のくせ
Yeah, these are the ones we definitely want to just keep fighting over and over. Get them to respawn, hopefully. There we go, yeah.
いきますね
Okay, ow, that hurt. He did 2 break attacks.
危ない油断大敵でした
It's fine, the more we fight them, the more we see what they're gonna do, and then we can defeat them easily. Like I said before, I got items for days.
危ない油断大敵でした でしたしつこいったらやられ役のくせ
We're gonna get ourselves another level up before we leave, because we're close. Okay, wait a little longer. They didn't come back. Maybe I gotta get rid of these idiots first.
参りますお粗末様でした
These
楽しくなってきましたねマス
the PSP's incredible ability to speed stuff up. No, I'm using an emulator. Silly. Boy, does it make things more convenient, because otherwise this would take quite a while. Battle of Nasu. I wish the PSP had the ability to just speed things up like this and natively. Alright. We'll clear these nerds one more time and we'll be Gucci. Level up! Boo.
夏野の決戦を思い出すこの空気幼稚園です
It's a super special PSP. Oh yeah, definitely.
人の世は儚いものですねしつこいったら名前
Maybe with the Vita. If the Vita had that ability, it'd be great. The Vita's was already a really good system. If it had that too, it'd be like perfect. Okay, a little low on health. It's time to leave. You nerd.
参ります
Alright, fine. I'll use another healing item because you demand it. Oh, the Vita was really good. Let's not get it twisted. The Vita's amazing.
本日はここまでということで
Alright, let's head to the next day. Our new opponents are tougher than the first round, but there's one way that they're weaker. Here's why we'll win. The old guy doesn't get along with his servant. But you and I are a perfect combo, so we're gonna win.
Only 75% treasures so far. Interesting. Even though we went everywhere. We now know what his servant looks like. I wonder what class he could be.